Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. And our broadcast team tonight. Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much. We know Rudy Gobert is ultra competitive, but he knows it's not about winning his individual matchup. He said it's a 5-on-5 game, a team concept. That's always been my mindset. Obviously, I take pride in being the best defensive player in this league, but I play to win. That's my focus. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
And the Clippers starting five. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Gobert. And it's Bogdanovich in at the three, the small forward. Now, here's Mitchell. Conley with it. George picks him up. Conley's shot is off. Here's Los Angeles now. And Leonard has it in the corner. Rebound, Utah.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And I tell you, Bogdanovich is crafty inside. Knows how to get under the skin of the defense there and forces them to foul. And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high and the fourth straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Shooting two.
The first one falls. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the
Shout out
extra
sa'yo,
pass.
Ibrahim
That
Amer.
makes him just
Salamat
that
sa
much more
pag-like sa
valuable
stream.
to this
Sana
team.
i-share mo din.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Mitchell against George. Up top, Zubac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Here's Mitchell. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. with the shot. Shot clock at 5. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Bogdanovic against Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Over Conley, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And here is Conley at the top of the key. Gobert. Mitchell outside. Offline with his 3.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Over Morris. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. No good that time.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to George. Leonard against Bogdanovic. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Now the pass to Gobert. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Gobert, even when he gets hit, maintains his focus on the bucket and gets it to go.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
Growing before our eyes, the confidence of Gobert. Comfortable doing a little of everything now.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Outside for George. Zubac trying to break loose. Second chance shot, and the layup is good.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Pass to Gobert. Conley against Beverly. Mitchell looking it over. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from George. Conley against Beverly. Morris trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Beverly.
Just 6'1", but not many players more physical than Patrick Beverly.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Conley with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's Mitchell missing.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
The 15-footer. Here's Zubac. Bank shot. No good. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 4. And Morris comes over to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Jazz now. Now Beverly, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him.
He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. Now here's Leonard. He has 6. And is on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Beverly, the pass to George. lets it go from 14.
You need strength, you need length, you need a strong frame and quick feet. Donovan Mitchell has all of that. That's why he could be one of the best stoppers in this game.
And Derek Favors with the slam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Mitchell passes to Favors. Conley against Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. High post shot. Conley's shot is off.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Leonard the pass to Morris. Over Conley. That one no good. And it's Utah the other way. Mitchell in the corner. Outside Bogdanovich. Conley against Leonard. Mitchell right side. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And Morris comes over to help. Bogdanovich, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 4. On the wing, George. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Morris. Favors with the rebound. Utah's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Outside Conley. Favors trying to break free. No good on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA. One of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish.
Comes in for Mitchell. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Jackson, he's checked in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Conley against Rondo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Michael Conley picks one up. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
And the second free throw, good. So it's the Jazz now. It's a 5-point game. Clarkson passes to Favors. Jackson against Clarkson. Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the triple.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Outside Rondo. Passes it to George. 6 on the shot clock. Really left alone that time. George has got 5 points so far.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
Conley gets the bucket.
And that's what he's looking for. After 3 straight misses, finally finds the mark.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. Shoots over Clarkson. And it's George missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's Clarkson. Outside Conley. Goes up to the stripe. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5. Rondo wide open, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Rondo from outside? How about that?
Here's Clarkson. Out to the right wing. Conley kicks to Favors. Here's Clarkson. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here is Ibaka. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jackson, that's good.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Conley dishes to Favors. Ingles passes to Conley. They double-team Conley. Here's Favors. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years over.
And he knocks down the first one.
The former 3rd overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
And so Favors nails both of them. Clippers leading by 6. Rondo scanning the floor. And here's George for 3. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
And here's Clarkson. 5 points in the game. Over Jackson. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. The shot by George, no good.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Clarkson against Jackson. Back to Conley. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Now Ingles. Rondo missing on the 3. 41 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants, keeps the ball moving.
Clarkson against George. And George with the stuff.
Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
We could feel that one all the way over here. Now, here's Clarkson. The feed to Favors. Out to Conley. Pass to Ingles. Takes a 3. They get it again. And there's Favors putting it right back in.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
And yes, it's good. George has got 11 points.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball and the long reach to affect the shot.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together, we move the ball, we make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Jazz, Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Clarkson is out there with Conley, and it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. And he makes the first. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Both free throws good from Batum.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Now, here's Ingles. After the miss from Reggie Jackson, Ingles kicks to Conley. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. A different look for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Favors. And it's Mitchell in for Mike Conley. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in. Clippers leading by 8. Jackson with it. Gobert with the block.
And that's one of Gobert's specialties, a shot blocking master.
Ingles passes to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's the pass to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. Here's Clarkson. He can't get that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Jackson trying to get open as Ibaka. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Batum. Jackson's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. Clarkson against Jackson. On the wing, Mitchell. Over Rondo. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his first basket.
Donovan Mitchell, he covers every base, even showing the touch from mid-range.
And they double up Jackson. To the middle. Here's Batum. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here's Mitchell. To the paint. Clarkson trying to break free. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Rudy Gobert. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Jackson. He's got 6. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Shout out sa'yo Rodolfo Ponce de Leon. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Over Morris. And it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Jackson misses. Jazz trail by 10. Down low. Here's Clarkson. Morris with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Outside Leonard. to Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Clarkson. Here's O'Neal. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Ingles against Leonard. There's the dish to Jackson. Beverly against Mitchell. Utah with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Clarkson with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Clarkson.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Jackson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Takes it from 10. It's hauled in by Zubac.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
Mitchell outside. Clarkson taking his time here. Has to Gobert. Ingles, that's for 2. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
You see the practice time Ingles has put in. Completely in rhythm. No problem with that shot.
Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 4. Ingles can't get it to go. LA's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Beverly. Gobert with the block. Inside, here's Mitchell. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter. And the Clippers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Jordan Clarkson. The Clippers in the lead. Right side, Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
Leonard hits them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Beverly against Mitchell. Passes it to Ingles. Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Morris. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
The Clippers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. Free throw good for Morris.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
And so he hits both.
And if they stay this hot from the line, there's a good chance they'll hang on to that lead. They're at about 90% for the game.
Mitchell against Beverly. A floater. The shot will not fall. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Jackson. Good D by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. They trail by 6.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates, and in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Zubac.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there, but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers. Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first round, but he put the scoring load on his back. One of the best displays of offense I've ever seen in the postseason.
Here's Ingles, following the score by Reggie Jackson. To the inside. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut back down to 4 with the made basket from O'Neal.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, Greg, you look at the numbers that Mitchell put up in that series. Simply amazing.
I mean, he was putting up 40, 50-point games like it was nothing. At times, the guy looked unguardable. Truly one of the young stars to come out of the Orlando bubble.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Conley's checked in for Utah. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Leonard. Paul George comes in for Reggie Jackson. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Conley. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in.
Shout out sa'yo Ian Venez. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
Outside Conley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And the three off target.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Rugged finish by Serge. Takes the hit, converts through it for a potential and one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the
Shout
game
out
here.
sa'yo Kent Lucenio Lucenio. Salamat sa pag-follow. Sana i-share mo din.
He's real thrilled with those numbers.
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot blocking stretch four.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates, and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell. Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it's good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. Now, here's Mitchell. Nicholas Batum unable to get his shot to go. The drive by Mitchell, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
They are at their best when Mitchell pushes the action. His aggressiveness raises the level of this team.
The pass to Ibaka. Stolen by Mitchell. One-on-one here. Bogdanovich, no luck. Clippers leading by 5. Morris outside. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Count it. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
The evolution of Gobert's offense, much more fluid now at that end.
Rondo kicks to Ibaka. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
They double team Conley. Pass to Mitchell. And the layup is good. Mitchell's got 12.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Mitchell against Rondo. Kicks it to George. George double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Jazz with possession here. They get it back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You see Serge in the painted area, feels the defender, goes on the attack.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. That free throw, no good. The Jazz making a switch here. Favors is checked in. He hits the second from the line.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Here's Conley. Favors trying to break free. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Favors got 4 points this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ibaka looking for an opening. Ibaka drawing the double team. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Mitchell outside. George with the defensive effort. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, we can't look past the work that their reserves have done tonight. There was a big difference between the teams in terms of points off the bench. And that could be a big factor in close games. When you can lean on your bench for offense, it's a nice advantage.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell him stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Jazz trail by 6. Conley the pass to Gobert. Here's Mitchell, and it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
And that one's good, Leonard.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Now here's Conley.
Shout out sa'yo, Ruben Fuentes. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
Gobert can't hit.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And the shot goes down. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Outside Conley. They double team Conley. Back to Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
A lot of great young players in this league. Donovan Mitchell has the edge and hunger right now.
Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Passes to Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by George. Mitchell kicks to Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
Shout out sa iyo, Ronald Corpus. Salamat sa pag-follow. Sana i-share mo din.
Shot off. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
On that play right there, you see Mitchell's impressive speed and body control in the open court.
Now here's Beverly. He feeds it to Morris. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's 8 points for Marcus Morris.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Mitchell against George. Good work defensively by Morris.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Here's Clarkson. He's got 7. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's George. Up and in on the layup. George has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Clarkson against George. Now here's Clarkson. He's covered closely. Looking to end the run. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
They double team Conley. Back to Ingles. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 16th rebound on the night. A nice shot by George.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Here's Conley, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Sneaky athleticism of Conley, able to absorb the hit there and still get the shot.
The Jazz shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
He's an ultra-quick lefty with a great feel for how to run a team. Mike Conley is a tremendous asset for this franchise.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 12. Feeds it to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Conley. He's got 8. Pass to Clarkson. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac, and it's Batum in for Morris.
Filing to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Consummate team player. Paul George is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also.
And the Jazz call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Jazz trail by 17. Now Clarkson. He's got 7. On the wing, Ingles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Joe Ingles has made himself into an offensive threat, and defenses have taken notice.
And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
The first one falls.
And what we're seeing lately from Ingles, he's a two-way threat, has the size, length, and instincts to affect both ends of the floor.
And so he makes both from the line. Clippers leading by 15. Outside Jackson. The shot comes out. Indeed by Bogdanovich. Here's Clarkson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now here's Leonard. 16 points for him. To the middle. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist from Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 assists in the game. Utah's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And the pass to Favors. Jackson against Conley. Here's Favors. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And while Favors has developed his outside shot, right there in the paint is his comfort zone.
Jackson, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call. Utah the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
first one falls for him.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Leonard. Both free throws good from Jackson.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Jazz trail by 17. Clarkson kicks to Bogdanovich. Clarkson against Jackson, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Nice set play, running right off the screen, creating space for the gimme.
The Jazz have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Free throw good. Clarkson.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Nice shot by Rondo.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Conley feeling it out. Here's Bogdanovich. Banked in off the glass. Bogdanovich has got 9.
That's outstanding decision-making there to change his shot and find an open teammate for an easy basket.
And it's Rondo in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
Well, he started out as a pure shooter. Bogdanovich has worked hard to become a threat off the bounce and a strong finisher.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
The wide open look here for Ingles. Off target from outside. Clippers leading by 14. George with no one around. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. 1 in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
Conley the pass to Favors. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Great job by Favors, really making the defense uncomfortable as he's going up with the shot.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. 2 shots. First free throw is good. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Jazz. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. pass to Morris. Takes a shot at the elbow, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. 10 points for Marcus Morris. Mitchell against Rondo. Three-pointer. But they get it back. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Able to score in a multitude of ways. Favors causing a lot of problems for the defense.
And now Utah, fast break. Here's Mitchell. Good D by Rondo. Clippers leading by 15. Here's Batum. Offensive rebound. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 8 here in the quarter.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Clarkson dishes to Favors. Ingles passes to Clarkson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And Utah making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Clippers leading by 14. Jackson deciding where to go with it.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Utah's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Wasted no time on that one. Clarkson's got 9 points here in the second half.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Los Angeles. And for the Jazz, they're shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. And that one good from Clarkson.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Here's Jackson. Softly drops in the floater. Jackson's got 18 points.
If you play Reggie to take it all the way, this is what he can do. Quick floater over the top.
Mitchell passes to Favors. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And the first one drops. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Paul George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. That one is no good. Los Angeles leading by 13. And Beverley kicks to Morris. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Clock at 4. Beverley for 3. Cans it from downtown. He's got 7.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Props in the layup for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Mitchell against Rondo. Batum passes to Zubac. Count it. Zubac has got 10.
And Matador defense That's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
I love Donovan Mitchell's versatility as a scorer. Half court, in transition, at the line, adapts his game to whatever the night calls for.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Rondo. He's got 6. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Over in the corner, Beverly. Zubac trying to break loose. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
And here's Morris for 3. Unable to get that one. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jazz trail by 15. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Mitchell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Rondo. He dishes it to Beverly. Morris against Favors. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And so it's Utah here with the ball. It's a 13-point game. And Morris comes over to help to the paint. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Clarkson passes to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Now here's Beverly. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Morris. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. 14 points for Marcus Morris.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
Clippers leading by 11. Morris looking over the floor. And the rejection by Favors. Here's Clarkson. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Beverly. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Utah calls timeout.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Mike Conley's checked in for Utah. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Clippers leading by 11. Offside Rondo. A shot missing. Good D by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Knocks down the three ball.
Here we go, his second made from beyond the arc in the second half after having no such luck in the first.
Stolen by Conley. Oh, and here comes Conley. All alone. Oh!
No, he didn't. Donovan Mitchell is comfortable playing at all three levels. He's playing at his highest level tonight offensively.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. He kicks to Rondo. Passes it to Leonard. Batum trying to break loose. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
One of the more instinctive passes over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Here's Conley. Gobert trying to get open. And the rejection by Zubac. And the Jazz making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Paul George, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Mitchell, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Mitchell's got 10 points in the quarter.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Zubac against Gobert. Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, you know, the truth is Leonard's been focused all night. Has an array of go-to moves and the endurance to keep on coming.
Shout out sa'yo Marcelino Ocan. Salamat sa pag-follow. Sana i-share mo din.
Pass to Bogdanovich. And here's Gobert. The pass to O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Leonard brings the double team. Mitchell in the corner, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Clippers leading by 8. Pass to Beverly. Zubac against Gobert. Here's Beverly. Defense right on him. They double him with Mitchell. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Utah here with the ball. For Utah, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. George against Conley. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they continue to control the glass. Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Jazz trail by 10. Mitchell with it. And the layup's good off the glass. Mitchell's got 34 points.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Here's the floater. Gobert with the block. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. 13 feet away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Mitchell's got 36. And the Clippers call time here. Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Zubats kicks to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. A shot by Batum, no good. Here's Mitchell, and that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Mitchell's got 38 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And George, here we go. Down low. Gobert with the block. Three from Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Beverly. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. There's another block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
And again with the rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And the Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Leonard, the pass to Zubats. He's now made half
Shout out sa'yo Reynaldo Velez Canoy. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
Slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Mitchell against George. Inside, Conley, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
A beast on the dribble drive. You see Kawhi right there, undeterred by contact.
Jazz trail by 6. Now Mitchell. Passes to Gobert. Mitchell outside. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Back to Gobert. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Leonard with the bucket.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Conley finds Mitchell. Up top, Gobert. Back to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
George passes to Leonard, and he gets it to go. Leonard's got 28.
And we've seen him do this before, just kicking it up to another level here in the fourth. That puts him at 75% shooting in the fourth.
And it's Mitchell missing. Clippers leading by 8. For the 3, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. Leonard's got 31 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Now, here's George, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Leonard. Now Zubac dishes to Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Morris drops them both. Jazz trail by 13. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Mitchell, and the rejection by Zubac. It's stolen by Gobert, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, a tough matchup. Donovan Mitchell is too explosive, too strong, and he's only going to get better.
Donovan Mitchell. 2 shots. First free throw is good. And Mitchell drops them both. There's 1:34 left in the game. Outside Leonard. The pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. Boy, that was a big shot.
And stunned silence, guys. That's the atmosphere in here after that shot.
Now, here's Mitchell. Outside Conley. 1:10 left to play in the final quarter. Count the basket.
Mike Conley looking comfortable in the post. Even with the defense draped all over him, he gets it to go.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Clippers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Paul George.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentless...
Whoa, hammering it in!
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Paul George with the steal. Beverly the pass to George. And that one drops for him. 30 points for Paul George.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish. He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
So it's lost. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the rejection by Zubac. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. And as we were talking about Kawhi Leonard, his defense was the first thing that came up. Coach told me that while Kawhi may not be the individual defensive powerhouse he once was, they're still not going to challenge him more than they need to. Negating Kawhi's presence at that end of the floor is much easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Conley. Paul George making his last shot. Conley finds Gobert. The Jazz with another miss.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Beverly the pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. From outside off the mark. For Utah, they've gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
And Mitchell drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. elbow shot is on the way. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Now, here's Mitchell. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. They grab their own miss. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Mitchell. Second shot opportunity. Gobert can't hit.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Mitchell. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Mitchell looking it over. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him. Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Jazz trail by 8. Conley the pass to Bogdanovich. O'Neal kicks to Bogdanovich. Drills it from outside.
And I'm a fan of that guy when he's shooting it from deep. Bogdanovich looks good every time it leaves his hands.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. Beverly for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Beverly dishes to George. Passes it to Morris. And the shot goes in.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Pass to Gobert. Conley against Beverly. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. Utah with the rebound.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Now here's Leonard. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Zubac. Gobert with the block. Here we go. 1-on-1. Here's Mitchell. But they recover it. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 7 points.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovich. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused on the rim.
Leonard. Mike Conley grabs the miss.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them.
A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Both free throws good from Beverly.
One of the better perimeter defenders in the game, and in the golden age of scoring point guards, Patrick Beverly doing his best to slow them down on a nightly basis.
Now here's Favors. Here's Conley. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He has 6.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Clarkson. Here's the 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Paul George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. On defense, the Clippers trailing by 2, and he gets the bucket. Conley's got 8.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Rondo passes to Jackson. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Great D that time from Favors. Utah's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 4, and now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
Leonard hits them both. Now Conley. 8 points for him. Kicks to Bogdanovich. Rondo against Conley. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Clarkson. No points in the game yet for him. To the inside. Conley gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Outside Favors. Back to Conley. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Conley's got 12.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And there's the pass to Jackson. And that one is off. And Utah the other way now. With with some arc. And Clarkson with the nice bucket inside. And now an 8-point Jazz lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Rondo bounce pass. Ibaka finds Jackson for three. Utah with the rebound. Bogdanovich has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Clarkson. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 4 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 10. Ibaka outside. Leonard on the wing. Over Ingle. Batum, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Conley. He's got 12. The rebound by Ibaka. Up top, Batum. He's covered by Clarkson. Leonard, no luck. Utah leading by 8. Pass to Conley. Dishes it to Clarkson. Over Rondo. Here's Favors. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Leonard attacking. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
He's one of the most uniquely built players in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard draws contact often. I'm not sure he feels it, but he gets it.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Here's Clarkson. Favors inside, defended by Ibaka.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Nobody near Leonard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Conley. Makes it off the glass. Conley's got 14 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on
Shout
the drop.
out sa'yo Samuel Pareño Cirilo. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Clarkson passes to Favors. The dish to Conley. Back to Favors. Lets the three fly. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Jackson against Clarkson. With the tip, and there's Favors putting it right back in. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Jazz lead by 3. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, you know, we got to be able to focus on us, you know. Obviously, we went through a little bit of a rough patch. You know, we're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Batum. Rajon Rondo is out there with Jackson. And it's Ibaka. And it's Morris in at the 3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Now the Clippers moving it up. Rondo with the ball.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And here's Clarkson. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Batum against Clarkson. And Batum kicks to Jackson. 6 to shoot.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Rondo against Mitchell. Mitchell is double. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Mitchell. Favors got 4 this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Derek Favors. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Paul George comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. free throw good from Morris. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here's George following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Stolen by Clarkson. And now Utah, fast break, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Morris. And here's George for three. Rebounded by the Jazz. They've led by as much as 10.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where
Shout out sa'yo Marcelo Tenoso. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
Utah. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Clarkson. Mitchell against George. Mitchell outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The teardrop falls in. And now it's an 8-point Utah lead.
And so tricky there with the floater. Mitchell aware of when he should try his luck shooting that shot.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
On defense, the Jazz. 8-point game. Now here's Beverly. There's the pass to Zubac. Shoots over Clarkson. Zubac no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Some dishes to Ingles. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing here by 8. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Jazz leading by 8. Here's O'Neal. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. The feed now to George. And George with the stuff.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? O'Neal passes to Mitchell. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
George with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. Clippers moving the ball around. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket for Morris.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Mitchell outside. Jackson against Clarkson. Teardrop shot. Good. Clarkson's got 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Now George. He has 6. George double teamed and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. He'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Shot clock at 6. The 10-footer. Zubac trying to break loose.
And they continue to control the glass.
Ingles in the corner. Back to Mitchell. He kicks it to O'Neal. Pass to Clarkson. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the 3. Utah leading by 8. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Pretty good recognition for Clarkson. He's moving the ball, and some good things starting to happen now offensively.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Outside, George bangs home the trifecta. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, Paul George starting to feel real comfortable right now at the 3-point line.
And the Jazz call time here. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Jazz. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Mike Conley in for Mitchell. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Los Angeles. They double-team Conley. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Jazz now. O'Neal dishes to Bogdanovich. Has to Gobert. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. He dishes it to Clarkson. Count that bucket. Clarkson's got 8 points.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Leonard draws the double, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Favors is checked in. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Patrick Beverly. Now the pass to George. Shoots over Clarkson. George, no good. Jazz leading by 7. O'Neal with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Clarkson. They double team Conley. Passes it to Favors. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Favors can't get it to go. Here's Leonard. Got a hand on it. Down low. Here's O'Neal. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And the Jazz making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Batum's checked in.
One shot.
And here's Rondo. Ibaka outside. Kicks to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and 1.
The Clippers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. The free throw drops for Leonard. Jazz leading by 7. Conley, the pass to Favors. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Favors has got 6 in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Ibaka, that shot no good. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Bogdanovich passes to O'Neal. Mitchell against Rondo. And Favors kicks to Mitchell. Favors trying to break free. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz. Rondo finds Leonard. And he comes up with the deuce. Leonard's got 28 points for the game.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Pass to O'Neal. Now Bogdanovich. He's covered by Leonard. They double team Conley. Favors passes to O'Neal. Bucket is good. O'Neal's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The pass to Ibaka. 1:12 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. George, no good.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now, here's George. He's got 9. Dishes it to Rondo. 5 to shoot. Here's Batum. Another shot, and it's sent back by O'Neal. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Bogdanovich. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, the game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
The Clippers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. That free throw good from Leonard.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Mitchell up again, and there's Favors putting it right back in. He's got 12.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Batum wide open, he fires. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, Leonard drawing all the attention there. That's opening up some passing lanes, and guys are finding seams.
And so it's Utah enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Derek, you came out very strong. What was your approach during the first half?
We just want to be aggressive, bring defense, bring energy, and then be a spark off the bench.
And you got that accomplished. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Look at the history of the Utah Jazz. No championships, Kenny, but 2 finals appearances and a couple of Hall of Famers.
Remember Stockton, Malone?
Oh, do we
They
ever?
were incredible. Add them to this current team. Could you imagine what they would be doing? They get the ring right now.
Yep, Chicago Bulls broke a lot of teams' hearts in the 90s. I think timing is such a crucial part of success.
That is profound. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half, and I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. Gobert is out there with O'Neal. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. That's the group right now for Utah.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
Here's Mitchell, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Mitchell outside. And the layup falls. Mitchell's got 22 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The Clippers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Jazz leading by 9. Feeds to Bogdanovich. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now the Clippers moving it up. That's good for George on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. George has gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go. Conley against Beverly. Mitchell outside. A three-pointer is right on target. 25 points in the game.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Morris against Mitchell. It's good. And it's a 12-point Jazz lead.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
Zubac finds Leonard. Back to Zubac. Pass to Beverly. Clock at 6. Leonard on the wing. Pulls it up. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now, here's Mitchell. 27 points for him. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Clippers trail by 10. Leonard looking over the floor. And good that time.
Well, he's so dangerous, and he's also efficient with his offensive game. Leonard right now having a tremendous offensive night.
And the Jazz call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And it's sent back by George. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Ready by Bogdanovich.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Gobert. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
For Utah, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for O'Neal.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Beverly against Conley. Here's George. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Mitchell. 27 points for him. On the wing, Ingles. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Zubac. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Count that one. 15 points for Paul George.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Now here's Gobert. The dish to Mitchell. Another miss missed by Utah. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just the level of power and explosiveness. Leonard just tenacious at the rim.
Passes to Gobert. Conley dishes to Mitchell. And it's sent back by George. And the Clippers another fast break opportunity here. And it's Leonard missing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Jackson's checked in. Clippers trail by 5. The shot from 20 feet away. That one a little long. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. He kicks it to Clarkson. Pass to Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Ingles. And the rejection by Zubats. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Jackson passes to George. Fires top of the key. Second chance shot. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Jackson.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Utah calls timeout.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Jazz leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Bogdanovich. Oh, that's blocked. Jackson in the corner for the tie. Buries it from 3-point range. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 8. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. L.A. has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Clippers have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Derek Favors checked in for Bogdanovich. The Clippers also making some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubats. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Paul George.
What's up?
Free throw good. Nicholas Batum.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Clippers leading by 3. Jackson has the open look. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
so weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
You know, Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard, so trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive and do whatever is asked of him to earn minutes.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Here's the Clippers. They're on an 18-5 run here. To the paint. Out to Morris. Back to Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Six on the shot clock. Nice shot by Rondo.
And that occasional brilliance of Rondo on display here. Somehow, some way, figuring out a way to score through the contact.
Now, here's Clarkson. 10 points for him. He dishes it to Mitchell. And Favors kicks to Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Jackson against Clarkson. Floats one, and the rejection by Favors. But he recovers it. On the pass to Morris. Batum trying to break loose. Count it, good.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Gobert finds Clarkson. Now Mitchell. Mitchell is double. On the wing, Ingles. Favors trying to break free, and Joe Ingles hits from deep. Ingles has got the game tied up here for the Jazz. Rondo looking around. The shot, no good. Good D by Mitchell. Here's Clarkson. Gobert trying to get open, and that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Basket counts.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 12. Here's Favors. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders
Shout out
can
sa'yo din,
sometimes just get
Elgad.
stuck
Salamat sa
fouling
pag-follow. Sana
Utah
i-share mo
shooting
din.
their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one drops. Leonard, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And so Favors nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. A three from Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
Now here's Favors. He's got 14. Here's Mitchell. Favors trying to break free. Rondo with some nice D. Got a piece of it. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Mitchell finds Favors. Jacks up a 3. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Batum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Batum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Utah's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
Jackson against Clarkson. That one goes. Just count it. Jackson's got 11 in the second half.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Down low, here's Favors. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Rondo dishes to Leonard. And the rejection by Favors. Mitchell against Rondo. It's good. And now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. O'Neal comes in for Gobert. And it's Mike Conley in for Joe Ingles. Jackson hits both of them. 1:05 left to play in the third. Rondo against Conley. High post Favors. He's got 16.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 1. Morris. A rebound by the Jazz. Clarkson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. it's tied up with that one. And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Here's Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Derek Favors.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Morris.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
And Morris drops them both. 34 seconds left in the third. Rondo against Conley. And Favors kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Conley. To the inside. And it's Favors that time on the assist by Conley. Favors got 20 points.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And here's Leonard from 3. Drops in the tray. And he's got 41. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Batum's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 2. Lets it go from deep. Paul George grabs the miss. LA's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Here's Beverley. Sweet little floater. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Beverly showing off a little bit of a teardrop. Didn't know he had that.
Now, here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Leonard with the ball. Conley picks him up. George double teamed. And here's Leonard from 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside, Mitchell. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 39.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge. And if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Beverly, the pass to George. Over Conley. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's George. A rebound by the Jazz. Favors got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Mitchell wide open. Hits it from three-point range. And it's a 3-point Jazz lead.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
And it's sent back by O'Neal. They get it back. It's good.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, and you know who your Warriors are by plays like that. They make it when it matters most.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. Got that one up quick. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
Conley finds Mitchell. Over George. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Back to Zubac. Over Conley. He's off on that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Passes it to Zubac. Leonard trying to break free. Zubac no good. Utah leading.
Shout out sa iyo, Bonakid, batang may laban. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
Favors passes to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Back to Favors. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
Pass to Leonard. Fires for 3. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bogdanovich inside. Defended by Beverly. O'Neal passes to Bogdanovich. He shoots again. Favors can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 3. Beverly wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Beverly's got 5 points now this quarter.
Able to stretch the floor with that 3-point shot. Beverly looking to capitalize from the perimeter as often as possible.
Bounce pass Conley. O'Neal kicks to Bogdanovich. Leonard with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Batum. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. Bogdanovich against Zubac. Conley's shot is off. LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Beverly against O'Neal. And it's Beverly missing. Jazz have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Clippers shooting in the 4th quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Here's Batum, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Back to Conley. The 3. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Conley. Mitchell's got 49 points in the game. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Knocked loose. George. Rebound, Utah. George against Bogdanovich. Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Good work there as it goes.
Really no defense for that. Paul George, a gifted scorer that right now is locked in.
Conley against Beverly. They double team Conley. Lays it up off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And the Clippers call time here. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Derek Favors.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Teron Lue's huddle. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
The pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
Beverly the pass to Zubac. He kicks to George. Off target from three-point range.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And here's Leonard from three. Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got 44.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Dishes to Clarkson. He feeds it to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Leonard, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter. Utah trailing here. Conley the pass to Gobert. The dish to Clarkson. Utah the rebound. And the basket is good.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Beverly the pass to Zubac. Morris with the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Yeah, important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Utah calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Utah's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. They double-team Conley. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Clippers now. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Leonard. D by Bogdanovich. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 2-point game. Outside Leonard. Over Bogdanovich. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. This one for three. He can't hit that time. 19 that time from Leonard. Puts one up from 19. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Clarkson against George. And it's sent back by George.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George. Just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
Outside Leonard. Beverly up top. Clarkson against George. Leonard on the wing. Three-pointer. And another three for the Clippers.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
Paul George with the steal. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Chalk up 2 there. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. And here are the Clippers now. Over to the left wing. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Hits it from three-point range. Leonard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Here's Kennard. So the Clippers with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Well, Kawhi, it was a marquee matchup tonight, so how enjoyable is it to compete and come out on top in a game like that?
It was very fun. Like I said, you're a little kid. You want to play against the best players. You just want to compete on this high level and with everybody watching.
Well, they saw a great one here tonight, man. Congrats on the W. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.